guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match analysis from the match yesterday between Barcelona and Espanyol in the Catalan derby. We're going to be discussing, of course, 5 key things that we learned from this match, on top of course, analyzing the performance, key individual performances from players as well, and also some general news around the game and some very interesting stats that have come out about this game as well. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes on this video. It would be very much appreciated. And also, if you are new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, before we get into this video is sponsored by Number One Foot. Number One Foot is by far the best replica jersey website on the market, and it's not even close. They have a variety of different items at the absolute best prices. They sent me 2 kits recently. First one is the retro Barcelona kit, the home kit, which I'm currently wearing right now, and also as well the second kit for that season in the blue edition. Oh my god, like the stitching is fantastic, the quality is, superb. Feels like I have the actual, original kit for a fraction of the price. And if you use the discount code BOY at checkout, you do get 10% off your order. That's BOY. Use it at checkout, and all orders above $80 as well will receive free shipping. So what are you waiting for? Hit the top link in the description down below and get your new football kits today. Let's start off with the first thing that we learned from this match, and that is the philosophy that Hansi Flick has instilled in this team is way more evident and way more consistent than we do expect. Firstly, let's talk about, of course, the match in itself as a collective, as a team performance. We got a 7.18 SofaScore rating. You can see the majority of the players having, in the green, where you have Balde and Lua just lacking a little bit, but again, they're probably just average performances as we expect. Although I do think Balde was a much better than Lua, especially with the assists as well. I'm quite surprised he's not in the green, but whatever, not that big of a deal. You can see on the screen as well the average positioning of the players during the match. On the left hand side is the starting 11, and on the right hand side is with the substitutions being incorporated. On the left hand side, as we expect, Raphinha, funnily enough, being the most advanced player. Again, tucking inside a lot. He was interchanging a lot during the game. Lua dropping very, very deep. You want to see him, of course, a bit more forward, but you can tell how difficult, the graveyard shift was for him in this game. Again, Olmo just playing in behind him as that 10 in his ideal position. Everyone else as you expect. On the right hand side, of course, with the substitutions coming in, you see, of course, Fermin drifting more so to the right hand side than he is the essential attacking midfielder. Frankie de Jong dropping in that position where he should probably be a bit more forward, since that when he did come on, it was Pedri being the one that was a bit deeper, and you can see that, of course, by the graphic as well. And of course, Gavi coming in, basically playing as a pivot, which will probably be his main role in this squad once he gets fully fit and up and running. Now, for the stats from this match, Barcelona in this game had a total of 77% of the possession with a 1.48 for 6 strikes, XG. Espanyol just before a 1, they got a 0.97, even though they got 4 offside goals. We had 3 big chances, 14 shots, 9 corner kick, 13 fouls, 761 passes attempted in this game, 14 free kicks, 10 tackles. You can see the shot graphic for Barcelona. Of the 14 shots we did have, 9 of them were on target, 6 were inside the box, and 8 were outside the box. So it just shows how compact Espanyol were, and again how Barcelona trying their luck a lot outside the box in this game. Right hand side, you can see there is the heat concentration for the game of where the play was mainly spent for Barcelona. You can see there a bit on the left, but nothing in those final thirds. Again, a lot of the ball being spent there in the middle. Barcelona in this match also created 2 big chances. I had 2 through balls, missed 1 big chance as well. I don't even know which one that was off the top of my head. Anyways, 34 touches inside the area, 3 fouls in the final third, 3 offsides in total for Barcelona, but of course 6 for Espanyol in this game. And based on that heat concentration, you can see here the percent of where the ball was spent in the game, 51% in the middle of the park, which again I think is one of the highest numbers this season, with 32% being in the Espanyol final third. You want that, of course, to be in the mid, maybe even high 40s. And of the 761 passes we attempted in this game, 696 of them were accurate, with 15 through balls, 76 final third entries, Barcelona did win just under 50% of their duels as well throughout the game. So again, what was surprising about Barcelona is that after a week off, after the great games against Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, you thought there would be maybe a drop off a little bit, but no, it was the exact same style and philosophy. You see under Valverde, Xavi, Koeman, there was an identity, but it was never consistent. One game we played great, one game we played poor, back and forth, back and forth. The style would always be different. Xavi was always changing, week in, week out. Koeman as well. Valverde always adapted to his opponent and never to his own perspective. We never had really a true identity for a consistent period of time since Luis Enrique. And now we're seeing that now under Hansi Flick. No matter what the opponent, no matter what the game is, no matter what time, what stadium as well, philosophy and style is clear, and we're seeing how clear it's dominating football as well. This season, Barcelona have scored 40 goals in La Liga, and Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid combined have 39. That is the most ridiculous stat I can remember seeing since I've done YouTube. I mean, that is ridiculous. Not only showing how poor Atletico and Real have been, but also showing how good Barcelona has. As a team, we have more goals than super team Real Madrid and stacked squad Atletico Madrid. That is beyond nuts, in my opinion. Another crazy stat for you is that this season there's only been a few forwards that have been involved in more than 12 goals in Europe's top 5 leagues. You have at the top of the table right now, which is 16, Lewandowski, Harry Kane, and Omar Marmoush of Eintracht Frankfurt. Then you have Raphinha in third place on 13 goals and assists, and Lamine Yamal on 12 goals and assists, the same as Mo Salah, the best Premier League winger of all time, and the same as Cole Palmer, the best player in the Premier League on current form. So shows what level that this front three is performing at. And again, now with the inclusion of Dani Olmo, it is getting scary. Lewandowski this season in 12 games has 16 goals and assists. Raphinha has 13. By the way, I think Raphinha in all competition has 11 goals and 9 assists this season, so he's almost reaching double digits in both goals and assists, and we've just started in November. That's in all competition. Again, this is just in La Liga. Raphinha, 11 goals, 9 assists. One more assist and he has double digits in both goals and assists in November. What did I say last season? To keep Joao Felix, I expect minimum double digits in both goals and assists by the end of the season, and Raphinha is hitting that now in November. Scary. Lamine Yamal, a goal or assists per game, and same with Dani Olmo. Again with Lamine Yamal, a goal and assist in every single league game this season, bar one. The consistency is absolutely nuts. And of course, main part of the philosophy is the high line. That so far in La Liga, Barcelona of course have the most offsides with a total of 82. Now this stat was taken at halftime, so there's definitely at least 3 more offsides I believe in the second half. So that's at least 85 offsides, offside calls for Barcelona this season. Second most is Osasuna with 35, then Bilbao with 27 alongside Las Palmas and Valencia. And Barcelona expect to reach now 271 offsides this season if they continue at their current average. Oh my god, that is not only scary about the risk, but scary about the consistency and confidence as well. Now, the second thing that we've learned from this game is with this, consistency, there will come a bit of frailties, and we, of course, did see that yesterday in the second half performance of Barcelona, which was very, very poor and very different from that first half domination. And Flick spoke about it in his post-match press conference. He was asked on the second half, he said, look, I told the team that I would accept it because they've done a great job so far this season, especially over the past week or so. But on Wednesday in the Champions League, we will have to play better and put another great performance in. So he recognizes the poor performance, kind of let the players off. You know what? I'll let this one slide, but again, this cannot happen again. On those offsides as well, on the VAR interfering a lot, and finally Flick said this very calm, very cool, saying this is part of our game, and this is how we want to play, so it does not bother me whatsoever. He also mentioned the derby is always complicated. The first half, the team showed a great level. The second half, we didn't play as we usually do. We lost a lot of balls, and that's one of the reasons why Espanyol were able to pull one back, and we have to improve that a lot. He didn't single out which player lost the ball, but we know which players were losing the ball a lot in the middle of the park, and that's why Barcelona suffered in that second half. The reason why is, again, I mentioned this in the match review, we were holding the line, we were holding the high line up, keeping that consistent, but the pressing was non-existent in that first 20 minutes, and when we lacked the press, we lost a lot of balls, in the middle of the park because Espanyol were on top of us during that time because apparently the manager was disappointed about the chance from the Barca fans that he got the players rallied up, and that's why they pressed a lot. But again, for the offside, very quickly, it shows again the consistency. Even Paco Barca spoke about it as well after the game, said that we always try to play with a very high line to catch the opponent's offside. It's risky, but we have to do it, and when they check it on VAR, we already know it's offside, but sometimes it can be close. So he's basically saying that when they're checking VAR for the offside, the back line, everyone is very confident it will be overturned, which shows not only balls, but also shows the confidence in that style as well. And you can see how close the offside were. This game is for the first goal. You can see there, again, just a little bit of a lead. We're clutching with straws now at this point. Usually we'd be like a foot offside and stuff like that, but now we're getting to, half an elbow and half a head. Like, it's getting that close. I think this was the one for the first half. This is the one here for the second half with Hector Fort. Again, just a bit of the lean there. Half his shoulder, half his head offside. Like, it is getting that close. But the reason why there was, of course, that poor performance in the second half was, I believe, I think everyone can agree with this as well, was the first substitution, the double change when Dani Olmo and Casado came off and Fermin Lopez and Frankie de Jong came in. I don't think it was mainly the Olmo-Fermin change because those are very, very like players, similar styles as well. Get the ball, move the progressive ball forward, take some shots from whether from distance or in the area. But that Casado-Frankie drop-off was scary. We'll talk about how good Dani Olmo and Casado were later on in the video, but I want to focus mainly on the two subs coming in, also the effectiveness and the timing of the substitution around the hour mark as well. You question maybe Flick potentially bringing on the sub at halftime, but when Flick mentioned about losing a lot of balls in the middle of the area, it was Frankie. Frankie was the one that was just not clicking. I don't know why. That's why he didn't start. I don't know if it's other reasons. That 45 minutes against Madrid was orgasmic. It was world class. It was scintillating football. In this game, he was poor, and he was lucky it's not against the top side, because against the top side, it could have been a much more scary, much more worrying second half for Barcelona. He just could not control the ball. He was very, very sloppy, and that double substitution killed not only the Barcelona momentum, but even, I think, the ability to progress the ball forward. Once he made the other sub with Kounde coming in, the team kind of slowed down, kind of reset play. Since then, we looked much better. I think we ended off the game pretty well in that last 10 minutes. We had a lot of, a few chances, getting close in the area. But that, 45 minutes to the 70th minute, it was below par. And that's because, again, the press was not existent. The players were a bit lazy. I don't know if they were tired or what it was. They thought they already won at halftime, because I certainly thought that as a fan. But again, it was just the press was not existent, and the balls that were lost in the area were in dangerous positions. That's why Barcelona looked poor in the second half. So again, it's easy to fix that. Press, don't lose the ball, and the style and philosophy will be the same. You'll be fine. But again, that's how frailty and that's how easy it is to exploit this Flick system. Because once one thing doesn't go your way and one player doesn't perform well, the exploitation is at an all-time high. And that's why this Flick's philosophy is higher risk, high reward. That's why, because when you have the higher risk, you're gonna get high rewards, 5-1 wins, 4-0 wins, all this sort of stuff. But also with the higher risk, you're going to potentially have chances in behind. Again, the high line kind of saves us a little bit in certain areas. Frankie de Jong losing the ball a lot. You can even see on the highlights Hansi Flick yelling at Frankie a lot during the game as well, especially during that 65th to 70th minute period where you're trying to communicate with the captain. So again, easy to find out the mistakes, easy to patch the mistakes, but easy for those mistakes to punish us in games. Now, the third thing that we learned in this match is not only how good Inigo is, but how beyond crucial he is for this team. I mean, I keep mentioning this a lot in the player kind of analysis section in the match analysis, but it's getting to the point now where it's scary. Of course, I gave him my man of the match in my match review yesterday. The stats and the information backed it up as well. In the match, he got a 7.5 score rating, which for a defender is very, very high. You can see from his heat map, again, the high line there. He's basically saying right on the line, on the left-hand side of the defense. Of course, in the match, he played 90 minutes, had 5 clearances, 2 interceptions, 1 total tackle completed, was not drilled past once in this game. He had 6 ground duels and 1 forward them. He had 100% aerial duel success rate, lost possession line times, committed 2 fouls without himself 3 times, 145 touches, 94% pass accuracy. He had 1 key pass. He also attempted 6 long balls and completed 5 of them as well. Again, those diagonals to Lamine Yamal. Look, there's got to be a conversation now about Inigo being one of the best center backs in the world, because it is getting beyond ridiculous about how he's not getting any credit whatsoever, not only from the mainstream media, but even La Liga fans. Of course, Barcelona fans are giving him the credit he deserves, calling him a warrior online and, giving him the respect he deserves, but it's scary hours with Inigo, and I mentioned this in my match review yesterday. He saved that back line so many times. In his interview with Sport 2 days ago as well, he talks about how he's kind of the leader in regards to holding the line as well. He tends to yell a lot at Baldy because, of course, Baldy is beside him. It's kind of hard to yell at Kounde when he's across the pitch. But again, he is beyond integral to this team. And I genuinely have full confidence at the point now that once Araujo and Christensen comes back, he stays in. Again, that left foot dynamic as well just provides more fluidity and build-up play, and again, the ability to switch play and get the passing moving. So I cannot see him being dropped. And again, with Kubarsi, he's probably the best center back on the ball at the club as well. This could be our center back partnership going forward as well, even though Kubarsi wasn't the best in this game, but Inigo is just showing next level. I mean, we know how good he was with Bilbao and Sociedad, but this is like, I can comfortably say right now he is the best center back in La Liga on form this season since August. Even though he had a stinker in the opening game against Mestalla, from that moment until today, he has been the best center back in La Liga 100%. And to be honest, I don't think anyone comes close. That is the level that we are talking about here. Inigo has been sublime and integral to how well this team plays and how well this team not only defends, but also in build-up play as well. Now, the fourth thing that we learned from this match, kind of, an extra point to my second point in this video, was how good Casado was in this game, and also when he was subbed off, how much we did miss him in the game. In the match, he got 7.9 score rating. You see it again in the heat map, all over the gaff, absolutely everywhere. In the match, he played 56 minutes, had 1 assist, which, by the way, was disgusting. That ball over the top to Raphinha, the vision and the execution, second to none. He had 67 touches, 79% pass accuracy, only misplaced 2 passes, 1 key pass. He sent 3 long balls, completed both of them, created 1 big chance as well. He had the 5 ground duels, won 4 of them, committed 1 foul, fouled himself once as well, lost possession 3 times. He had 2 block shots and a total of 3 tackles completed as well. I am getting to the point now where I talked about Inigo Martinez. I can basically just copy and paste what I said about Inigo with Casado from a midfield perspective. I think he's an undisputed starter at Barcelona right now. I think he's one of, if not the best, deeper midfielders in La Liga this season. I don't think anyone comes close to him. Of course, in those box-to-box advanced positions, Pedri has been sublime. There's been other players in La Liga who played well this season, but in that deeper 6 and maybe borderline advanced positions, Casado is up there. And again, how we had this player last season, we did not use him, is criminal, and how well he's done this season. And I have to give full credit to Hansi Flick. He was the one that told the club to renew him. He wants to see him in preseason. The Casado Kimmich gimmick was fully in motion. Kimmich is rounding down his contract, similar profile. Can Casado be that player? And the answer has been yes. His performance against Bayern Munich, against Madrid in this game solidifies himself in the starting lineup, and also shows how good he is. Because when he gets taken off, there's no one there to win balls back. There's no one there to control the tempo in the middle of the park. There's no one to continue to press as well. He is absolutely everything in that deeper area transition wise in Barcelona's midfield, and there's no one in the club right now that is fit that can do that. Of course, Marc Bernal was doing that at a very good level the first 2 games of the season, and of course, unfortunately, tore his ACL, and Casado's come in, done the same thing. He has been sublime this season, and he's on track right now to not only being one of the best midfielders in the world, but being an undisputed starter for this team under this system specifically as well. And the fifth and final thing that we learned from this match is how much of a bargain Dani Olmo was, and how full credit has to be given to Hansi Flick and also Deco as well for pushing for his signing this summer, because it is just coming to life beyond belief. Got an 8.4 score rating. You can see from the team map again, playing in the 10, and of course dropping into deeper areas as well. In the match, he played 56 minutes, had 2 goals, an XG of 0.91, 32 touches, 71% pass accuracy, only really misplacing 6 passes. He had 3 shots on target, 1 shot off target. He did 2 dribbles, completed 1 of them, missed 1 big chance as well. He did 5 ground duels, completed 2 of them. He also completed 100% of his aerial duels as well, lost just 9 times, committed 1 foul, and was fouled himself once as well. Look, we talked about in the summer how, Dani Olmo, fantastic player on the level of Barcelona, but probably isn't needed in this team. We probably needed other areas to strengthen. I think we're all being proved wrong, because the level up from Olmo to Fermin, from Fermin should I say to Olmo, is second to none. Fermin is a fantastic player, a fantastic talent. Will, I believe, definitely get at the level of Dani Olmo, but Dani Olmo is there right now, and we're seeing again the fluidity, the impact, the decisiveness is nothing short of world class. The fact that when he's on the ball from distance about to line up a shot and I'm that confident he's going to score says enough. The finish, the execution is nothing short of best midfielder in the world level category. I think in that attacking position, in that attacking midfield position in the world of football, he's easily top 5, could be top 3 this season. Again, the issue with him is that he hasn't been fit, although other 10s haven't been that fit this season. Kevin De Bruyne has been injured, Musiala has been injured. Dani Olmo is rivaling them, and it's not just the ability and quality of him, it's how well he fits into this team. Boyhood club with all his friends under a manager who wanted him since he was at Bayern Munich as well. It just fit like a glove, and we're all now being proven wrong about why Deco wanted this move, why Flick wanted this move in the summer, and also the talent ID by both has been top notch as well. I cannot wait to see Dani Olmo get a run in this team consistently. Because again, been in and out of the team with injuries and stuff like that. Never had a clear run. I think now is going to be his moment. He's going to start, of course, against Brest. Probably start at the Anoeta against Sociedad. International break will be a bit of a killer. Then afterwards, like him consistently in this team, not only guarantees goals, but guarantees chances created and chances in the final third as well. It is not a much of a cheat code. Dani Olmo for this team is an absolute cheat code, and it's only to the benefit of Barcelona. So that's our match analysis from the match yesterday between Barcelona and Espanyol. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course in the comments down below as well. Let me know your thoughts on everything that we did discuss on those 5 key topics on the offside, individual performances, and how poor we were in the second half and what led to that poor second half performance as well. Let me know your thoughts on those crazy stats as well that just show how well Barcelona have done this season. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.